Hi, welcome. My name's Ollie Stevens and I'm Deputy Principal of the college. I'm responsible for making sure the teaching at college is the best it possibly can be and to ensure that you have the best success on your courses here. In addition, at Godalming, one of the things we really are passionate about is learning. And that's not just learning for the students, staff are constantly learning as well about the best way to deliver. One of the reasons why we get consistently outstanding results at Godalming College is our staff. Our staff are specialists in their field, and I think this is a bit different from a school sixth form because they don't have to worry about teaching year 8s, year 9s. They are purely focused in on teaching A-levels and B-Techs, teaching your subjects, and I think this gives an advantage to you as a student.
So we're Godalming College students and we're currently in the lower sixth, and we're just going to talk to you about sort of the elements of college that we've enjoyed. There's a lot more independence, you have more time on your hands to study on your own or with friends, and there's lots of places around campus where you can do that. We're currently sat in the library, which is a brilliant space to work on your own or perhaps with some friends. There's also social study, which also includes Costa, which is a really great place to go and do group work, and we have silent study upstairs.
The teachers are really helpful with like your independent work. And a lot of subjects do offer drop-in sessions at lunchtimes. So if you were struggling with the homework one week, you could go and have help from one of the specialist teachers. And there's also lots of resources available on Godalming Online, including a lot of the lesson formats and PowerPoints, so that can be really helpful.
In addition, our teachers are learning and going on courses to get even better at what they do. We have regular teaching and learning workshops here at college, and we ensure that all teachers are reflecting on what they do. Another element of my role here is to ensure that our curriculum is the best it possibly can be. And that means offering as many different courses as we possibly can for you. Our size at Godalming College means that we can actually accommodate that and offer many more courses than traditional school sixth forms can. In addition, our timetable is so flexible that it enables us to practically combine any combination of subjects that you require. It's not just our core courses though at Godalming College that are important. We also are very, very keen on enrichment. Now, enrichment can take many forms and you can dip into enrichment and out of enrichment as much as you possibly can. There's so much opportunity here for you. Enrichment's important because it gives you a breadth of your education. It also enables you to meet new people, but also these days it's very competitive competitive marketplace out there, whether you want to get into university, whether you want to get into apprenticeships, whether you want to get into employment. And having some enrichment shows you're part of the college community and shows you have a little bit more to offer than just your subjects.
So alongside your studies, you also have enrichment, and you can do explore courses or active courses or qualifications. I've been doing the Run 5K course for the last 8 weeks and it's been really brilliant, sort of getting outside even when it's cold and wet quite often. It's just really nice to have that time still at school, but you're not necessarily studying, and it's a great thing to go on your university applications as well.
Yeah, for the last 8 weeks I've been doing chess club. It's been an experience that it's a lot of fun. We all sit there, have a laugh. Obviously we play chess as well, but it's quite relaxing. It's a really nice way to like break up the timetable with something that you enjoy rather than just like heavy work-based subjects.
When you come to Godalming College, you'll notice differences from school. You'll probably call your teachers by their first name. Your timetable will not be chock-a-block full of lessons, and also you don't have to wear any uniform. But there are some similarities between school and college. You have to attend your lessons, and also if you're not meeting your deadlines, you're not doing work outside of class, then we will soon catch up with you and make sure that that is happening.
You're really treated like an adult when you come to sixth form, and there is an expectation for you to sort of behave that way, and your teachers are just really lovely. You call them by their first name, and it's just really nice to have that great relationship when you're learning.
Therefore, Godalming College is a great stepping stone between school and the next step, whether that's university, whether that's employment, or whether that's an apprenticeship. And for example, HESA stats show that in universities, our students tend to outperform any other sector in terms of the classifications they get at degree level. And so that's just one example of how Godalming College is a very useful stepping stone for you.
I think it's really important that you choose subjects you're going to enjoy, because as much as it also matters that it's going to get you like in the right path for your life, it is 2 years, so you need to make sure that they're things you're going to enjoy. And the more you enjoy them, the more you'll be willing to put hard work in and do all your 50-50 work.
Yeah, and I think the college are really brilliant at supporting your application and what subjects you want to do, and they sort of allow for some flexibility if you change your mind. They know that you're human, and if you don't make the right decision first time round, they're there to support you through that. And I think Godalming College is a really great place to come and study.
We want all our students here at Godalming College to develop a love of learning, and to achieve that, what we have established is a 50-50 expectation. Now, this 50-50 expectation is designed to ensure that your learning is sustainable. What you don't want to be doing is just cramming your way at the end of the 2 years. You want to be working in a sustainable way on a weekly basis. One of the hardest transitions for students is to move from studying sort of 6 to 10 subjects at GCSE to then studying only 3 at A-level or BTEC. And for a lot of students, this transition from level 2 to level 3 can be really, really tricky. So the way that 50-50 works is that it's an expectation that 50% of your learning happens in the class and 50% happens outside the class. Again, back to the stepping stone analogy. At school, 80% of your learning probably happened in the classroom and 20% only happened outside in terms of homeworks. And that's because you were doing so many subjects. When you come to Godalming College though, it then is 50-50. And then when you go on to, say, university or even employment, it's more 20-80. 20% of your learning happens in the lecture hall or in a training room, and 80% of your learning happens outside of that. And that's another reason why 50-50 is a good stepping stone.
So with the timetable, you'll have a lot more free periods. Like, for example, some days I have like 2-3 hours off from lessons, and this can be really useful because you can get all your homework done in the library during the day, as well as spending some time with friends in the dining hall. And it's a lot more relaxing than having the regimented school schedules.
And I find it's easier to concentrate in your lessons if you know you've only got an hour and a half in that lesson, and then you can take some time for yourself, do some work on your own terms. There's also other things you can do around campus in your frees. For example, the gym's a really great place to go, and if you use your time during the day for socialising, you just sort of block that time out in the evening to get some work done.
So 50-50 doesn't mean that you have to learn 50% of the course yourself. What it means is that in a typical timetable, there are 40 periods. The college starts at 8:45 and finishes at 4:15, and within that, there's an hour for lunch and 30 minutes for break time. That leaves you with 8 periods a day. Over 5 days, that is 40 periods. Now, each subject requires 6 periods of teaching. So if you're doing 3 subjects, that's 18 out of the 40 where you will be in lessons. Because of 50-50, you would then be expected to do a further 18 periods outside of lessons towards your studies. That adds up to 36. Add on that a tutor group, and add on that 3 periods of enrichment, and you have got a full 40-period timetable. So that effectively means that you can get all your homework, all your work done between 8:45, 4:15, Monday to Friday. That leaves your evenings free, that leaves your weekends free to do other things that young people like to do. Like, I don't know, get a part-time job, learn to drive, and have fun with your friends. That's what I mean by sustainable learning. However, we all know that that may be unrealistic from 8:45 to 4:15 every day. It might be on a Friday, for example, that your lessons finish at 2:45, and then you have got 2 to 3 periods after that where you can be doing independent study. But you make the choice to actually go home instead. That's actually okay. You just then need to make up those 2 to 3 periods elsewhere. Maybe you'll do 1 period on Monday, 1 period on Tuesday, 1 period on Wednesday afternoon. Or maybe you'll do those 3 periods on a Saturday. So what we do at the beginning of college is we work really, really hard with you to come up with your own work schedule that works for you. And it can be really difficult to begin with, but we provide you with lots of support because every student is different. Some students are coming from quite far away, some students live close by, and therefore giving that guidance to students is really important.
If you have any issues with homework, you can talk to them in person or message them on Teams. So it's really lovely to always have that support available. Despite the independent learning, the teachers are always really willing to help.
So by setting this expectation, what we're doing is ensuring that your learning is sustainable, that you get a sense of achievement at the end of each week, and that you feel good about your learning so that you're able to succeed.
So for a lot of your subjects, you'll probably have 2 teachers in 2 different classes, which is nice because that will mean you'll have a bit of a varying experience with how you're learning the subject.
The assessment cycle here at college is also a really important part of your learning process. Benchmark assessments are designed to provide you with an exam experience, and you are then able to use, under time conditions, exam type questions. And this culminates in our mock week. And our mock week is a week in the second year where you experience an exam in the big rooms. And I think this is really important to give you that experience. We will be in contact with you and with your parents about your progress throughout the 2 years, and we really like our partnership with parents. It's important that they are part of your learning process here at college. As well as support within your classes by your teachers, we also have department workshops in each department which run on a weekly basis and enable you to drop in at lunchtimes to speak to a specialist member of staff about certain concepts that you might be struggling with. You won't necessarily understand everything straight away in the class, and therefore those teachers are on hand to help you if you need it. Therefore, whatever your background, whatever your abilities, Godalming College has something for you. We have specialist staff, we have a very unique independent learning approach, and we have got amazing flexibility with courses. Godalming College has something for you, and we really look forward to welcoming you here.